Hi, it's me, Sarah from Someday Sarah. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my 4 flowers that I have on the cat-eared hat that I posted in my previous video. So I'm going to start today with this flower here. It is a flower that is made with double crochet, so you'll need to know how to do the double crochet stitch. What we need to have is 3 colors. I'm using Loops and Thread Soft Classic and also Impeccable. We need a darning needle, we need a crochet hook. I'm using a number 5 millimeter, and a pair of scissors. So to begin, I'm going to select my first color. I'm going to put some green in the center here. We need to start with the magic circle. So if you haven't done this before, feel free to pause or put the video in slow motion so you can see how I do it. So I start with my yarn, I loop around my finger so then it crosses over top. I'm going to take my hook, go up under the loop, pull that through, and because we're doing a double crochet into that loop, I'm going to chain up 2. 1, 2, like that. And that's going to count as my first double crochet. So now, keeping those threads together so that you have the loop and then you have your tail. You need to keep the tail with the loop and double crochet across both of those threads all the way around. So we're going to do 11 more double crochet, so it'll be a total of 12. So yarn over through the middle of that ring, yarn under, pull through, pull through. That's your first double crochet. So you have your chain up and a double crochet. Keep these 2 together the whole way around. Yarn over through the middle, pull through, pull through, pull through. Yarn over, pull through, pull through. Yarn over, pull through, pull through, pull through. See how the tail is staying inside there? We're going to keep covering up that tail as we go. That's what's going to hold the ring together. All right, there we go. So including our first chain up, we have 12 double crochet. Right now it's in this moon shape, but once we pull this, it pulls it all together tight in the middle, and we've closed off our circle. Okay, so because we're going to switch colors here, in order to hide that seam, what I like to do is cut the yarn, pull that through all the way. So now it's sitting like that. We're going to take our darning needle and we're going to make that look like it's a proper stitch. into this stitch right here. So there's your chain up through there. This is into the next stitch after the chain. Then we're going to come back. We're basically duplicating over that stitch. We're going to go back through. Let me turn that the right way around so you can see. So it came from here. I went under that stitch, came out, and then back through where we came from. And I like to catch both those loops there. There we go. And what we will do after, when we're all done this, is tie in our yarn. So I'm just going to pull that out of the way through there. So when we go back and count our stitches, we should have 12. So we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12 stitches. So the next color that we're going to choose, let's say we'll do some yellow. This is a pretty yellow. We're doing some double crochet, so we're going to pick a spot on the ring. Anywhere is fine. This looks good. Go into there. Pull a loop up. And what I like to do is wrap that over. But we'll sew in the ends later. We're going to chain up 2. Tuck that in as we go if you want, or do it later. So yarn over. We're going to do 2 double crochets in each stitch. So that's 1 chain in, so we're going back into the same loop. That's 2 into the next stitch, 3, 4. Gonna knock that out of the way for a bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I pulled that a little too tight. 19, whoops, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So we've doubled the number of double crochets. For that, we're going to cut it, pull it through, put it on our darning needle, now we have that chain stitch there and the next double crochet there, we're going to put it through this right here. And then back through where it came from, catching both of those and pulling. So in order for it to continue to look like the previous stitches, it has a third stitch underneath. Now we'll see this one only has like a third back loop underneath. This one only has two. So what I like to do is to take this and then again run it back through over here. So then that stitch looks like all of the other stitches around it with the back loop on it. So when we go into it next time, we can see that we're going into the top two of the 3 threads. All right, so now we need our third color. So for the third color today, I've got red. I'm going to start by making a slip knot there and go into the back of one stitch and just pull that through. Okay, we're going to leave that tail behind for now, and we're going to yarn over. Oops, let's get rid of that tail. There we go. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to skip a stitch and go into this one, and we're going to do 5 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to skip the next stitch, and we're just going to do a slip stitch into the next one, just like that. Now we skip a stitch and we go into the next one, and we're going to do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. We skip a stitch, do a slip stitch into there. Now we skip a stitch and we do 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we skip a stitch and we slip stitch into the next one. We skip a stitch and do 5 double crochets into the next one after that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're making these cute little petals on the outside. Skip a stitch, slip a stitch, skip a stitch, 5 double crochets. See, 1. Oh, I split my thread. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a stitch, slip a stitch, skip a stitch, 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, last double crochet, 5, and we're going to go back into that first place where we started, and we're going to slip into there like that, cut our yarn, pull that through the loop, pull it tight, and there we have a very, very simple flower. It's got some ends on it. I'll leave you to darn those all in. What I like to do is put the red inside the red, the yellow in the yellow, and the green inside the green, and that way they're hidden. What you can do is use the greens or your center pieces to tie it on to whatever you're going to put it on to. So what do I have here? I have a little black hat. So what we could have is our little black hat. We could just sew a little flower right on there using the threads that are on the back of the flower, and that could be put into place, and that would make a very pretty hat. Thank you so much. I can come back over the holidays. I hope to have some more time, and I can come back and show you how to do the other 3 flowers, which are very similar, just using slightly different stitches.